everybody. You guys have been asking for our cracker recipe, so today we decided we're going to show you how to make our crackers, and then I'm also going to put in the description below a link to the recipe where you can go and print this out for yourself and you can try this recipe.
And two essential things you need when you do this job is baby carrier and another baby carrier.
This recipe is a combination of multiple recipes, and this is the one that seems to work best for our family, and I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. We start out with 1¼ cups of milk. Let's see, looks like we need a little bit more there. Stop. And we're going to just heat this up until it's almost boiling. I just use the microwave. Doesn't take much more than maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So I heated my milk up, and we're going to add 1 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats. Go ahead and throw that right in here. Good job. And then to this, we're going to add 1/4 cup of butter. Okay. And we're just going to quick mix this in and let this melt. In another metal bowl, I'm going to start adding my flour. Now for this recipe, I'm going to be using 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, but then I'm going to be mixing it with whole wheat and a little bit of flax meal. You can use dark rye flour if you want. It just depends on what you have on hand. Right now, I don't have any of the rye flour, so we're just going to use a combination of flax and whole wheat. I'm going to do 1/4 cup of flaxseed. There we go. Just level that off a little bit. Go ahead and dump that in. And Art's going to get a cup of whole wheat. Dump it right in. Good job.
You want to help pour it in? Okay, you can help me pour it in here.
I'll help, Daddy.
Ready? Okay, with all this help, how can you go wrong?
1 tablespoon of baking powder. About 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of salt. Just depends on how much you like. Let's add that in. Alright, this is all melted, so we're just going to take the oat, butter, and milk mixture and add it right to those dry ingredients. Here, honey, I need to borrow your spoon for a second. Scoop out all the way. Now mix that all up, Lydia.
It's really hard.
1/4 cup of flour.
Which one?
Oh, you want to see? Okay, it could be a little hard to mix this last little bit in, so you can either knead it a little bit in the bowl, or we're going to flour the counter a little bit. Alright, that's good. I'm going to add a little bit more flour on top. Okay. I want you to wait. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay? You're going to take it.
I can do that. I can do that.
And all we're doing is we're just kind of making this dough come together. Go ahead and mix it. You gotta push hard. Push hard, and then you pull it in like this, and then you push again. Oh, use your heels. Okay, and then you squish it back in.
Like this?
Yeah. And push. Alright, so it doesn't take that much to knead this together. You just want it to come together just like that. So now we're gonna divide it in half.
We'll do that. We'll find it.
There we go. We're going to flour the counter a little bit more because we don't want our dough and crackers sticking. And that's important, really important. If these stick to the counter, they're a pain to try to scoop up and put on the pan. All right, so now Lydia, we're going to roll this out. Nice and even like this. Stop, we're going to take it. A little bit more flour, and we'll keep rolling. My vitamins? Make sure you keep this counter really well floured. It'll make your life a lot easier. Alright, there you go. And what we want to do is we want to get these as thin as possible. The thinner the cracker, the crunchier it's going to be. And I like my crackers super crunchy. So we're going to see how thin we can get this batch. And you know, sometimes every batch is a little bit different. You might have really, really super thin crackers one time, and then the next time it's going to be more crunchy, more thicker and chewier crackers.
Yes, Mommy, I got this. Can I try, Mommy?
I think this is maybe 1/8 of an inch. They say to roll it at 1/8 an inch. This might even be thinner than 1/8 an inch. I really push how thin I can get these because I like them really, really crunchy and not chewy. Don't worry about the size, just roll it out thin. If you're really concerned about uniform squares, you can go ahead and get a ruler and make these perfect. I don't have time for that with the kids, so I just kind of cut them and they come out in all different shapes and sizes, and the kids just love that. All right, so Lydia, I'll start by cutting them this way, and then you cut them this way, okay?
Oh, Mary wants to help too. You want to cut one? There you go. Okay, here. There you go. It's not the easiest thing to do. There.
I'll do it that way.
Now, Lydia, try to cut them as evenly as possible this way, straight across. Start right here. Start here. Like that. There we go. Looking good. Now we're going to put these on a cookie sheet.
This is something everybody can help with.
And this, we're not going to grease this cookie sheet. We're just going to slap them right onto this tray. And while we're doing this, we're going to preheat the oven to 425 degrees. This jar here is recycled pretzel salt. It's actually the pretzel salt that you get at the end of pretzel bags. We don't like to waste it, so we put it in a container here. And come back here with the tray, please. All I do, watch out guys, is I sprinkle a little bit of pretzel salt. And I don't like these really super salty, so I just put a little bit on, like that. And sometimes I just press it into the dough so these don't fall off again. They're ready to bake for, 8-10 minutes. You gotta watch. Oh, sweetheart, look it. You have to watch those crackers. You don't want them to burn. So the thinner they are, the faster they're gonna be. So I'm gonna toss them in, and then around 5 minutes, I'm gonna look at them, and then I'm gonna look at them 7 minutes, so on and so forth. Everybody's gonna do the same thing with the other half of dough. We're gonna roll it out and cut it and get these things cooking.
The oven is preheated, so Peter is going to put them in.
Here we go.
They look like they're ready. See how they're brown? They're nice and brown, but they're not burnt. My kids are eagerly waiting for these crackers to cool down and eat them.
What do you think, kiddos?
Good. I love them.
Hot.
Crispy.
Mm-hmm.
How are they, Lydia?
Got it.
Are they met with approval?
Yes. Almost tastes like a wheat thin.
That's what they are, aren't they?
No, wheat thins don't have oatmeal in them. Oh, here comes the next one.
Here, lots of mommy.
Here. What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's the final product. They look really good when they're in a bowl.
This recipe is so easy to make that you can even teach your husbands how to make this recipe, and they can do it with your kids. So that's all there is to making crackers. It's super easy. It's a fun project to do with the kids, and they are super tasty. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and sharing this video, and we'll see you next time for our next cooking video. And you guys can tell me what you want to see. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.